Hello and welcome back once again to After the Credits. So finally got around to seeing a couple more movies. First one I got around to seeing came out back around the time of Captain America: Civil War, which was about a month ago, which you may have seen a review for that a couple days ago. The other movie I got around to seeing was The Darkness. What did I think of The Darkness? It was a movie. Not really a whole lot to say about it. I thought it was going to be more to it than what it was. It looked kind of interesting from the trailer, but as usual with trailers and horror movies, they tend to not live up to the expectation. So what is The Darkness about? About an hour and a half too long. No, it's about this family, goes on this camping trip to Colorado, I guess, somewhere out in the mountains. Their son finds a cave where he finds these 5 stones, which he likes, so he takes home with him. And apparently these 5 stones, as we find out through the course of the movie, are talismans that are holding evil spirits at bay. So by him taking the stones from this sacred place, he releases the spirits. They follow him home because they're attached to the stones, and supernatural things start happening around the house. The son is autistic, so he doesn't really comprehend everything that's going on around him. He kind of thinks he's just got these imaginary friends that are playing with him. The daughter is a real bitch for no reason. Like, she starts out the movie kind of okay, and then as they get back home, she just starts freaking out about everything and doesn't really act like a teenage girl does. Like, she just randomly starts yelling at her parents about getting out of her room. Like, they'll knock on the door, they'll open it up, kind of peek their head in, and she just starts screaming about them getting out of her room. And she's in the bathroom in her bedroom, so it's not even like they're walking in on her changing or anything like that. There's a reason why she does it. Not a good reason though. She seems to be more responsive to the father than to the mother, which I guess based on the problems that she's having kind of makes sense, but at the same time doesn't. So anyway, they go through this whole process of trying to figure out what's going on. First, I think it's just their autistic son is getting worse and worse and worse. Then they start to realize that maybe there's something else going on. A friend of theirs recommends getting in touch with someone who they used back when their kid was having problems. And of course, as is a trope in these type of movies, it's an old Hispanic lady who knows everything about supernatural and comes in, blesses the house and fights off the demons and everything. Eventually leading to a resolution, not necessarily through her, but she kind of guides the way to it. And yeah, that's pretty much the movie. It's kind of a cookie cutter of everything you've seen before and just poorly executed. Yeah, not really much else to say about it other than that. As far as a star rating, I would say I'd give it a slightly higher star rating just because Kevin Bacon's in it. But Kevin Bacon, man, what is going on with you? I know you got all the money in the world, but you're picking the weirdest movies to be a part of lately. It's you used to be one of the biggest names in the world, and then you just kind of disappeared for a while, then you come back and all the movies you're choosing to do are just, I don't know, they don't really seem like Kevin Bacon style movies, but I don't know. I mean, the guy turned down the sequel to Tremors, and now he does things like this, and yeah. Star rating, 1.5, maybe 2, I don't know. I was able to watch it. It wasn't hard to follow, but at the same time, it was kind of why is this going on? And it wasn't that it was hard to follow, it's just that it didn't really make sense to me, I guess. So I'd probably go more of a 1.5 on this one. Not much more to say about it other than that. I think it's probably coming out on DVD soon, because it's been out for a month and they're pulling it from the theaters on one showing right now. So yeah. That's it for this episode. Again, as always, thanks for watching. Remember, comment, rate, subscribe, share the video. The links are in the description and in the upper corner if you're on YouTube. Other than that, as always, thanks for watching, and we will see you after the credits.